There, good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Connie. I'm Connie Fuksa with Foote Title Group, where we protect your home ownership. So I get this question all the time. People reach out and ask me questions, but this one happens all the time because people are starting to know what I do and what pieces that we may be able to offer to the home buying process or the home selling process. And so a lot of times people will say to me, well, what is a title company? Why do I need a title company when I'm buying my house? I mean, let's face it, I have a realtor and my realtor has found the perfect house for me, wrote the contract, put all that together. And then I'm working with a loan officer or my lender who's going to loan me the money so that I can buy this house. So what is a title company? Why do I need a title company? And so what I wanted to do this morning is just talk to you real simply about why a title company is involved and what a title company does for you. And so we're going to do this on a really simple level. So if I don't give you enough detail, certainly reach out to me and ask questions. And like with anything we talk about, if there's something that we're talking about that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you, or maybe just spurred a question, please reach out to me and ask those questions, whatever those happen to be. So when we're talking about a title company, as I said, you work with your realtor, you find the perfect dream home, you are excited and ready to go, you're working with a lender, and the lender is putting the loan together so you can buy that dream home to make sure that all those pieces are in the right place. A title company does several things. First of all, a title company or a real estate attorney is required because the lender wants to make sure that their ownership or their interest in that property is protected. They're loaning you a lot of money and they want to make sure that what you've contracted to buy, you're actually buying and you're going to actually hold ownership to. The other thing is, the title company does a couple of things. So first of all, a title company, think of it as sort of the coordinator of the whole process. So you've got the realtor working on your contract and getting all of the pieces together. You've got the realtor for the seller who's working on getting all of the seller's pieces together. And you have the mortgage lender who's working on getting your loan together. But you need somebody to coordinate all of that stuff to make sure that everything comes together at the right time when everybody's going to be at the same place in most cases. And so we can get all these documents signed off by everybody that's involved, and then we can get them all to the right places so the loan's secure, so your ownership is secure, so all those pieces get taken care of. So think of a title company as the coordinator of all of that. The other thing that the title company does behind the scenes is they make sure that what you've contracted to buy is exactly what you're buying. So just because a seller says, hey, I own this piece of property and I own this house that sits on it and I own the garage that sits next to it and I own that shed that's out there and the driveway that comes from what appears to be the county road comes into our property and no one else can get on that road. Not necessarily always is that exactly the case. And there may be a lot of different things that can affect that ownership the seller has before they sell it to you. So our very important job behind the scenes is to make sure that that home that you're buying meets all those things. That what you think you're buying, what you walked out there and walked around and looked at, is in fact actually what you're getting. And what we do is we do a lot of things to make sure that happens, but one of those, of course, we do a title search, but we also ensure and guarantee that what you're buying is what you think you're buying. And so that's a big piece of the puzzle that we do that protects you after you go to closing. And so that's why I always talk about protecting your home ownership, because one of our very important jobs is to make sure that your home ownership is protected, to make sure that exactly what you thought you got is what you got. And so we do that by a lot of behind the scenes pieces that we take care of. And the pieces that you see that we do are pieces that you would expect that we take care of. Coordinating your realtors, coordinating your lender, coordinating the buyers and the sellers to make sure all the pieces are there that need to be taken care of. All of the mortgages that the seller has are going to be released, that the ownership, all of the owners are actually signing all the documents, that all the things that you agreed to in the contract with the seller is actually coming together, and that's what you're paying for or not paying for. So we do all the coordinations. Sort of think of, on a really simple level, maybe a wedding coordinator who grabs all the people involved and makes it look beautiful and makes it all come together at the same time. Now, a little bit more important than that, not that the wedding coordinator isn't important, it's a very important job, job, but you can't do a closing without a title company or a title real estate attorney because the lender requires they have that protection as well. So first and foremost, in order to borrow money, the lender requires that they have some protection, that the home that you're purchasing is in fact what they expect you to be buying and what they're loaning against. So hopefully that broke down just a teeny bit what we do, but a title company is very important in the process. It's just, it comes in after you've made your offer and the agreement is in place, and then we go to work, start coordinating stuff, and we want to make sure that that's really the house that you think you're buying and all the pieces that go with it. So hopefully I helped you understand that just a teeny bit better. Please ask questions. That's the one thing that helps me understand what you do or don't know, and I really appreciate you reaching out and letting me know what some of those things are that don't make sense to you. I don't know the answers to all the real estate and mortgage questions, but I've done it for a long time. I've worked with a lot of great professionals, so if I don't know the answer, we can certainly find that answer out for you. Go to our website and check out some of the resources that are on there. We're getting ready to load a new resource that'll be really interesting that explains protecting that home ownership for you. That launches on Monday. For all the month of October, so you can download that. There's a calculator on our website too that a lot of people don't know that is there. So if you're having some questions, maybe you're thinking about buying something and you want to know, before I make an offer, what are those costs going to be? So you can calculate some costs in the certain areas that you're in. In Maryland and Virginia, where we do closings, you can calculate that information there. There's a lot of other resources. If you're a buyer, click on the buyers tab. The seller, click on the sellers tab, and you can go down and look at the resources and the helpful links that might answer some of those tough questions as well. But anybody in my office, any of our team in Maryland or Virginia can help you answer any of those questions, and I am always available, so reach out and let me know. Hopefully I helped you understand a little bit more about that part of the process today, and I always look forward to talking to you and answering your questions. Thank you for tuning in to Coffee with Connie. I'm Connie Fuksa with Foote Title Group, where we protect your home ownership. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.